गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातं वन्दे श्रीगुरुनतारणं परमानन्दं माधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वर। हरे कृष्ण। नमः विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठावतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नमस्ते सरस्वती गौरवाणी प्रचारणे शून्य। Hare Krishna devotees, please accept my humble obeisance. Salute Srila Prabhupada. You know, can you see the screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, couple of questions only to check. Why should we, what is the role of mind in Krishna consciousness?
It is supposed to listen to the intelligence and control the senses.
Okay.
Accept and reject.
Last line. Okay. Very nice. I want others to speak. What is the role of mind? Why should I, actually my question is, why should I be Krishna conscious? Why should there be seriousness? Anyone wants to add?
So in order to get Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, in order to get control on the senses, to get out of this birth and cycle, to reach Krishna support.
Okay, very nice. Anybody else?
Prabhuji, we should train the mind to chant and do bhakti and serve Krishna and devotees.
Then what happens?
Then it will guide us towards the right path, and it can be like, I don't know how to get into the words exactly, but it can be our best friend or best enemy. So
Very
it can
nice.
take us on the wrong path or the right ones.
So why best worst enemy?
If we listen to mind, it can like, it will ask us to do all the wrong things, and it will say we should have enjoy like in the wrong things, and
Very nice.
Prabhu, what is the question?
The question is, what is the role of mind in Krishna consciousness? Why should we become Krishna conscious?
So, what we are actually doing in normal life, mind is leading the life because mind is the master of senses. So that is leading the life in the normal population. So that is the material consciousness, where intelligence is also working under the mind. So in Krishna consciousness, what we are doing is, from outside, we are channelizing the senses. From inside, we are sharpening the intelligence, so that mind and sense, both, everything is channelized towards the higher purpose, which is the premadhan, I mean, to gain the love of God.
Okay. Anyone wants to add? So actually now we'll start. The main reason, can everyone hear?
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhuji.
The main reason is we have what is that? You all said very well. The main reason is mind is directly connected with senses, and when mind listens to the senses, our consciousness is dragged down. Then mind listens to the intelligence. Basically, mind and senses, they together enjoy. First lesson of Gita, we are not the body. But body is looking for enjoyment, senses are looking for enjoyment. In other words, you are sitting in the car, you are filling the car with gas, petrol, gasoline, but you are not eating. Then what happens? You will die. So likewise, we are involved in fruitive activities, trying to satisfy the mind and senses, birth after birth after birth. You know, usually when you keep on enjoying senses and with together with mind, the mind intelligence doesn't have such a great role. So at the time of death, the mind and intelligence come together to manufacture one idea. That is your next life. But yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tejatante kalevaram tam tamevat kaunteyam sadha tadbhava bhavita. So whatever you remember at the time of death, you'll become that next lifetime. Suddenly, the last minute of your life, very dear thing to you comes into your mind. You remember your dog, you'll become a dog. You remember cat, you'll become a cat. You remember your children, you remember your son, you'll become a man again. If you remember your daughter, you'll become a woman. So it's all based on the combination of mind and intelligence at the time of death. But Rupa Goswami came up with excuse me. Rupa Goswami came up with a wonderful solution. If instead of thinking something else, why don't you go think, what if you think of Krishna? Actually, our philosophy is purely based on Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. And devotional books. So, antyakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yaprayati samudbhavam yatanastatra samsaya. If you remember Krishna at the time of death, you will go back to Krishna. Once for all, you'll put a full stop to this whole thing, material world. So what do we have to do? Train. What do we have to do? Train. Train means stay in Vrindavan. We discussed this last week actually. I'm taking 5 minutes. I'm taking a recap. So what do we have to do? There are 5 rasas. Santa Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, Mathurya. Passive, servitorship, friendship, parental relationship, conjugal relationship. So these are the 5 ways. Jiva is part and parcel of Krishna. Mamevamsa Jivaloke, Jivabhuta Sanatana. So we have a relationship with Krishna. We want to awaken that relationship. How do we awaken that relationship? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given Krishna Prema through Nama. So what is the goal of life? We want to remember Krishna. What's the goal of life? We want to remember Krishna. Then at the time of death, we want to remember Krishna. So Rupa Goswami has given a step-by-step process. First one is hearing. People go to temples, that demigod temple, this Baba temple. But real progress to make, we need to go to the temples to hear. Not some junk, but hear bhakti, hear about Krishna. What is it called? It's called Shravana Dasa. Then you eventually will accept Krishna. Oh, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna is in the spiritual world. Golok Vrindavan. Krishna is with his associates. Krishna is with Radharani. So this will become, you're convinced this will become integral part of your life. So then what happens? The next level is you want to go back, you want to realize your position. For that, you have to fill your mind with Krishna. So chanting, mantra meditation is 4 types. Nama Dhyanam, Rupa Dhyanam, Guna Dhyanam, Lila Dhyanam. Nama, Rupa, Guna, Lila, you meditate on that. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given love of God through name. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave love of God had what do you think? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave Krishna Prema through what?
Through name.
No, name. Name will take you to the form. Form will take you to the qualities. Qualities will take you to the Leela. So, what is the toughest thing in Krishna consciousness? Chanting. Why? The mind has, mind is with us for millions of lifetimes, trying to enjoy fruitive activities. Suddenly, we get into the action of controlling the mind. So that's why sadhaka faces strong resistance in the beginning. But as you continue, slowly it'll loosen, it'll soften. And once your mind becomes soft, so that's why we should not offend anybody actually. We shouldn't quarrel with anybody, we shouldn't criticize anybody. How many of you agree?
Yes.
So, thank you. When you intensely just chant, Prabhupada said always chant and hear. So initially interrupted. One Krishna will come. Krishna with Radharani, Krishna with cows. Whatever you're attached to, whatever you're attracted to, that Krishna will come. Then, but Krishna comes and goes. Excuse me. Krishna comes and goes. But when that interrupted stage becomes uninterrupted, Krishna stays. In the means, it's not like he's not like disappearing. Means you have attained some steadiness in the mind. Then what is the next stage? Uninterrupted and concentrated. Not only Krishna is clear, you're able to perceive Krishna in your mind, in your heart. But he's concentrated, there is no blurred image there. Clearly you're able to see. Haribol. Can somebody read those 5 stages that are there on the screen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Interrupted, uninterrupted, uninterrupted and concentrated. Meditation expands and becomes constant, uninterrupted and unceasing anusmati.
Very nice, Amma. So first is interrupted. Everyone has beadbags. Everyone has beads.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So we have to prepare for this, intensely. One is, actually, this is what I can tell you. What is that? Mananam? What is that? Mananam mantra? I forgot. Shravanam Mananam. You have to meditate on the meaning of the mantra. That's the word actually, So you have to listen the mantra and meditate on the mantra. So everyone, you chant with the feeling, my Lord, please accept. What's the meaning of Hare Krishna mantra? Anybody?
Please engage me in your service. So, worshipping Krishna and your energy, please engage us in your service.
Yes.
Because that is the constitutional position. In that way, we'll be reminded that how to think, talk, and act in Krishna consciousness.
Okay. So, everyone, when you chant, hear the Hare Krishna mantra, but focus on the meaning of the mantra. My Lord, engage me in your service, engage me in your service. But you don't need to tell this outside. But what do you tell? You chant Hare Krishna mantra only. But inside, every mantra you say, please accept me, please accept me. Can everyone unmute and chant 10 mantras like that? But don't try to bring Krishna into your mind. Just chant intensely and hear. But what if meditate on the meaning of the mantra? How many of you understood?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So we'll all chant 10 mantras. Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Ram
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna
10
Krishna
mantras should be
Hare
over
Hare
by this time, right? So, basically, goal is this one, everyone. Our chanting should be, when we chant, it will take you, Naam should take us to form, Roop. And the Roop should take us to qualities of Krishna, then eventually the Leelas of Krishna. And the uninterrupted and concentrated form. Then it's called meditation. It's called Smaranavastha. Means remembrance. Remembrance, chant and ecstasy. So the question is, what do you remember? What do you meditate? Meditate on the beautiful form of Krishna. It is possible when you chant the holy name. So not like forcefully you bring Krishna. You can see a picture and chant. There's nothing wrong. So when the meditation becomes constant, it's called anusmriti. It's called dhruvanusmriti. That uninterrupted and unceasing anusmriti is called samadhi. So, 1 minute. So unceasing and uninterrupted anusmriti is called a samadhi. Means you're seeing Krishna. You remember Krishna's Krishna's dealings with the cows, Krishna's dealings with the friends, Krishna's dealings with the Yashoda, Krishna's dealings with gopis. Uh, basically the goal is we should remember Krishna. That is the thing. In samadhi state, samadhi, unceasing samadhi, the next level is sampatti dasa. In sampatti dasa, we'll come to know eternal. We'll come to know this our eternal service. Are you listening, right? So when you remember, for that reason, we should all go to Vrindavan. Should all go to Vrindavan? No. Go to Vrindavan in the mind. You may be in America, that's fine. You may be in Australia, that's fine. You may be, what is that, in some part of India, that's fine. But keep yourself in Vrindavan in the mentally. Keep yourself in the Vrindavan mentally. How to serve? Okay, this is Sampati Dasa. Your what is that? Your spiritual form is revealed. So then, how to serve? Chant with feeling. And that part of time, you like one leel, one rasa. You want to serve Krishna in a particular rasa. Haridas Thakur never said he is a Siddha. He is a liberated personality. So, what is that? There are a couple of, what is that? 1 minute. Haridas Thakur chanted every day 300,000 names, 192 rounds. I don't know why I'm bringing this point. Basically, when you chant, it should take us to the form, as I said before. And finally, Dhruvana Smriti and unceasing Smriti leads to Samadhi. There our spiritual form is revealed. So yeah, this is the point. Under the direct guidance of a particular associate, we cannot directly serve Krishna. Krishna is a, you want to, you want to serve Krishna in Madhuri Ras, you should serve under the guidance of Radharani. You want to serve Krishna in Vatsal Ras. So the 5 relationships, one of the 5 relationships you are connected with Krishna. And you love to hear those pastimes. So sadhana and sadhya same for bhakti. Sadhana means the process to awaken Krishna consciousness. Sadhya means you're already Krishna realized. You're already Krishna realized. Then what you will do? You will serve Krishna in your mind. Listening or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So that actually this verse is called Raga Bhakti. The previous verse is Vaidhi Bhakti. We have conditioning. We have conditioning. But the next verse, when you come, you're always in Vrindavan in the mind, and you're serving Krishna under the direction of either either Santa Dasha Sakya Vatsalya Madhurya, passive servitorship, friendship, parental and conjugal. Once that relationship is revealed, you have attained perfection of life. Amazing. Haribol. That's the goal of life. That being said, we are going to the next verse. Next 3 verses are about the glory of Vrindavan and Sham Kund, Radha Kund. Glory of Radha Kund actually. Vaikuntajanito Varamadu Madhupuri Tatra Rasotsavad Vrindaranya Madarapani Ramana Tatra Bigo Vardhana Radha Kundam Iha Bigo Kulapate Premamrita Premamrita Plavanad Kuryadasya Virajto Giritate Sevam Vivikina Ka. So now this next 3 verses, the glory of Vrindavan, glory of Radha Kund is glorified. Can somebody if you want, do you want to read? Anyone wants to read? Otherwise I'll read it. The holy place known as Mathura is spiritually superior to Vaikuntha, the transcendental world, because the Lord appeared there. Superior to Madhurapuri is the transcendental forest of Vrindavan. Superior to Madhurapuri is the transcendental forest of Vrindavan because Krishna's Rasalila pastimes. And superior to the forest of Vrindavan is Govardhan Hill, for it was raised by the divine hand of Sri Krishna and was a site of his various loving pastimes. And above all, the super excellent Sri Radha Kunda. Can you hear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
One minute. Superior to the forest of Vrindavan is Govardhan Hill, for it was raised by the divine hand of Sri Krishna and the site of his various living pastimes. And above all, the super excellent Sri Radha Kunda stands supreme, for it was overflowed with ambrosial nectarine, prema of Lord Gokula, Sri Krishna. Where then is that intelligent person who is unwilling to serve this divine Radha Kunda, which is situated at the foot of a Govardhan hill? Haribol. So here there is some hierarchy. What is that hierarchy before reaching Krishna? Can everyone see the screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
What do you see?
Prabhuji, it's text 9 hierarchy of holy names and
So the spiritual world and material world. Spiritual world, what does if you go in this world is in this spiritual material world is filled with planets. Many times I said this. You travel 10 light years, you see million planets there. You travel 20 light years, you see million planets there. You travel 100 light years, you see million planets. You travel billion light years, you see, you see million planets there. Wherever you go, planets are there. Hare Krishna. So, though the material world is so vast, from the scientist's point of view, According to Shastra, according to Shastra, it is only 1/4. But 3/4 is a spiritual world. Ekara, so what is it? 1/4 and 3/4. Then one minute. So the higher than Vaikuntha means spiritual world is Mathura. Why Mathura is higher? Because Krishna took birth. Mathura is very close to Delhi, though it is appearing to be in the realm of the material world. No, Mathura is not material. But of course, as we do wrong things, the dham will be more and more covered. Higher than Mathura, Krishna appeared in Mathura. Who will answer? You know?
Vrindavan,
Huh?
Vrindavan, Prabhuji.
No, that's it. Simple. So Mathura, though Vaikuntha is spiritual world, Mathura is higher than Vaikuntha because Krishna appeared there. So Mathura is, of course, Vrindavan is part of Mathura. Then Vrindavan is higher than Mathura. How? Because though Krishna appeared in Mathura, Krishna performed pastimes, leelas in Vrindavan. You know? So the 12 hours of Mathura, the 12 parts of Mathura, Vrindavan, is higher because Krishna performed pastimes. You know? What are the different vanas? You know? Who can recollect the names of the 12 forests? Bandiravan. Does anyone remember? If you don't remember, we'll skip it. That's okay.
Madhuvan, Talavan,
Kamyavan.
Bahulavan.
Anyway, that's fine. Definitely, it's not a problem. The 12 hours are Vrindavan are famous better, because Krishna played there. Then higher than the 12 hours of Vrindavan is Govardhan. Why? Krishna lifted Govardhan. What Krishna did? He lifted Govardhan. Then why this Govardhan is higher than in the hierarchy of the places? Because Krishna lifted Govardhan and Krishna takes cows. Actually, Govardhan Hantaya Madriya Bala Harida Savarya Tavarama Krishna Charana Svarasa Pramoda Manam Tanoti Sahago Ganayor Tayor Pani Yasuya Vasakandara Kandamula. This was spoken Radharani actually. Govardhan, is the Haridasa Varya. Govardhan knows how to, she is the best servitor. She serves all the, all the devotees of Krishna, irrespective of which rasa they are in. Govardhan serves cows. How? By giving grass. Govardhan serves Krishna's servants. How? by giving fresh waters. There is unlimited honey. Anyway, so Govardhan serves the cows, Govardhan serves the... How does Govardhan serve devotees? Huh?
By giving nice water, cool water, and nice shade to the devotees, Prabhuji.
Okay. Plus, no, I said first for cows, Krishna Govardhan gives grass for cows. For Krishna's servants, yes, shade. Caves are there. The caves in the summers, they're cool. In the winters, they're very hot. I mean, they're warm. You know. Then Krishna's friends and servants, these things, they play in the caves, and they also, what is that? They drink fresh waters, and they play. They have nice play, nice places to play. There's no doubt. Then
They get fruits
Krishna's
from trees.
Fresh fruits, Prabhuji.
fruits from trees, exactly. Varieties of fruits. And then what about Krishna's Vatsalyaras, the elderly gopas and gopis? Yeah, their cows are taken care. They can also get fruits, and Govardhan gives them pearls, jewels, all the varieties of uh, valuables. And the last one, Mathuradas, younger gopis. This is the place they meet. Radha and Krishna meet in. There are, they have pastimes in Govardhan. So Govardhan, supports Mathuradas. So everyone can, there have a strong desire to cover all the forests. They should do that actually. Anyway, Govardhan Hill is there is actually everyone say, can you say this mantra? Can you unmute? Namaste Girirajaya.
Namaste Girirajaya.
Govardhana Namine.
Govardhanamine.
Asesha Klesha Nasaya.
Ashesha Klesha.
Paramananda Dayine.
Paramanandadayine.
Govardhan is like, provides, Krishna meets, the gopis, Radharani, and, then Govardhan Hill. So that's why Govardhan is considered Harita Savarya. Then, next to Govardhan Hill is, higher than Govardhan Hill is Radha Kunda. Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhana Kalindiya Muna Jayo Jayamavana. So the Radha Kund is at the foothill of Govardhan. Why Radha Kund is the highest of everything? Because Radha Kund is actually the liquid love of Radharani. The love of Radharani for Krishna is in liquid form. Radharani is the feminine counterpart, Ahladani Shakti. So she Radhakund is there's a place, so many pastimes of Radha and Krishna happen. Nityalila happens there actually. So let us take 5 minutes to discuss the story of Shamakunda and Radhakunda. So when the Arishtasur came with an intent to kill Krishna. Arishtasur was so big, his back was touching the clouds, and he came to Vraj, almost in the evening, and he created havoc. Then what happened? Krishna came. Aristasur said, "Wow, you are Krishna." So what Krishna did? Krishna killed Aristasur. When Krishna killed Aristasur, that night, Gopi said, "You cannot be with us. You cannot touch us." Krishna said, "Why?" Why? What is it? Radharani said, "You have killed a male cow." Krishna said, "Hey, that's not a cow, that's a demon." Even then, he came in the form of a cow, in the bull. You have incurred sin. Krishna said, "Well, you cannot play with us." Krishna said, "What should I do? You travel all over the place, all the holy places on earth, and you just take bath and come back." Krishna said, "I cannot do that." And what Krishna did? He just hit the ground and created a hole, and he summoned all the rivers to come. He summoned all the rivers to come and fill that kund. Then what happened? All the rivers came, Ganga, Godavari, you know, uh, Krishna, Sindhu, Kaveri. Krishna went and took bath, and Krishna told gopis, "You know what? You also sinned." Radharani said, "How?" "You have sided with the bull, a demon. So because you sided with adharma, you also sinned." Radharani said, "What should I do?" Krishna said, "You travel all over the world and you take bath in all the holy places." Radharani said, "I will not do it. I know very well. Nearby there is a Manasi Ganga. Huh? Nobody is speaking.
True.
Hello?
Prabhu.
Hey, Krishna.
So, what is the question I asked? You know,
You're saying Radharani says nearby there is Mansi Ganga.
then yeah, nearby there is a Manasi Ganga. So what happened? Radharani said, "I will not go all over the holy places and the tirthas and take bath. We will also, there is nearby Manasi Ganga and we'll fill our kund with Manasi Ganga water." And it's called Kankana Kund. Radharani started digging, this, there is a hole created by one of the hoofs of the Haristasur. So she started making that hole big with her bangles, and then she told all the gopis, "Let us bring the water from where? Manasi Ganga." Then all the gopis stood. They made like a chain, human chain. But Krishna felt very sad. Ayyo. So Krishna called all the rivers again. And Krishna told them, "This is mother of the universe, goddess of devotion, Radharani. If you serve her, you will make a lot of progress." So all the rivers personified went to Radharani and said, "Oh, mother of the universe, please allow us also to serve you." Radharani finally accepted. Hold just 1 minute. Anyway, then the Radhakund is full, and the gopis also. So all the rivers entered the Radhakund, and gopis actually took bath. Then Krishna said, the way Radharani is dear to Krishna, the kund also, the lake also will be very dear to Krishna. That is Radhakund. This happened 5,000 years ago. In the whole place, Vrindavan went very well. Vajranabh installed the deities, and but 11th century when the Muslims attacked India, Vrindavan, they Gori Muhammad and Ghazni Muhammad, what they did, they stole everything, they plundered all the riches of Vrindavan. And eventually everything, Vrindavan lost its glory, and Vrindavan became a big jungle filled with the wild animals. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, and what he did, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went to Vrindavan. Krishna himself, in a non-different Sri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. Then he went to Vrindavan and he said, we want to take bath in Shamkund Radhakund. He asked people, the locals, do you know where Shamkund Radhakund is? Nobody knows. Then what happens? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sat in meditation and he understood. There is a village called Aritagram. In the fields of Aritagram, there are two small puddles of water. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took bath and he said, this is Radhakund. So, what is that? Lord Chaitanya took bath and came out and told everyone. He took the tilak from the clay, he took it from Radhakund and he put it on his forehead and started chanting. Then people understood. But eventually Lord Chaitanya gave this instruction to 6 Goswamis to excavate the kunds. And it was given for the pleasure of Rupa Goswami. Raghunath Das Goswami did that. How it happened? One person went to Badrinath to see Badri Vishal, Badri Narayan. And he wanted to donate big money, huge money. But in his dream, Badri Vishal, Badri Narayan came and said, no, don't donate money here. You donate to Raghunath Das Goswami in Vrindavan. He needs this money. He needs this money. He didn't say he needs this money, just give your charity to him. So he came and gave the money to Raghunath Das Goswami. And Raghunath Das Goswami took very, what is that? He went through a lot of labor and he excavated the kunda. That is a Sham Kunda, Radha Kunda. So I have told, but repeating again, what is Radha Kunda? Radha Kunda is a liquid love of Radha Kunda it is a liquid love of Radharani for Krishna. Hare Krishna. So what is the Radha Kunda? It's a liquid love. If you take bath once, if you take bath once in Shyamkund Radha Kunda, with no material desires, by taking permission from spiritual master, then you will attain your spiritual form. There is a saying actually. But very interesting thing is, Shyamkund Radhakund, the glory of Radhakund is known to only Gaudiya Vaishnavas. The glory of Radhakund was known only to Vaishnavas. Why other sampradayas they don't know? They don't know, that's it. It was actually, what is that? It's the proprietary of Gaudiya Vaishnavas. And those people who are not engaged in bhakti also, they don't know Radhakund. But Radhakund is a potential, very potent place. So much spiritual energy. Any question? Otherwise, we'll go to the next verse. Anyone has any question?
Prabhuji, I have a question that why did they made those two kunds so big? Because a couple of years back they cleaned the Radha Kund and Sham Kund and they were small kunds in between. Those are the original ones. And Why did they build like so much bigger ones around them?
No, you're telling why did they build such big kunds? You're telling?
नो प्रभु जी, एक्चुअली ओरिजिनली तो वो जैसे उन्होंने पीछे एक्सकवेट की, उसको क्लीन करने के लिए सारा पानी निकाला था, और कि वो छोटे छोटे से कुंड हैं, तो वो साइड में उन्हें पक्का करके इतना बड़ा क्यों बनाया है?
That is the original size of Radha Kund. You know, this actually can because like there's a gap of 4,500 years. You know, so because there's a gap of 4,500 years, they were neglected, and slowly they became small. You know what happens? You know, if nobody, if they are like that, then slowly all the dust will accumulate. All the um, naturally, when patronage is not there, then eventually the place will lose its glory. That's how by the power of time, it is said, time will destroy mountains will become powder, oceans dry up. That is power of the time. So anyway, that is how slowly by the power of time they were reduced into small kunds. But Raghunath Das Goswami is the one who brought its original glory actually, who revived its original glory. You know. You're understanding?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Of course, spiritual world, Adakun means wow. That's where Krishna performs, the pastimes. It's but to the extent we have that vision, that much extent we can see the original Radhakund actually. In the 10th verse, in the Shastra, it is said that all types of fruity workers, he who is advanced in knowledge of the higher values of life, is favored by Supreme Lord Hari. Out of many such people who are advanced in knowledge, jnanis, one who is practically liberated by the virtue of his knowledge may take divine service. He is superior to others. However, one who has actually attained prema, pure love of Krishna, is superior to him. The gopis are exalted above all the advanced devotees because they are totally dependent on Krishna, upon Sri Krishna, the transcendental God boy. Among the gopis, Srimati Radharani is the most dear to Krishna. Kunda lake is as profoundly dear to Lord Krishna as this most beloved of the gopis, who then will not be able to who then will not reside at Radhakund and in a spiritual body surcharged with ecstatic devotional feelings, Aprakrita Bhava, render loving service to the divine couple Sri Sri Radha Govinda, who perform their Ashtakali Leela, their eternal engaged their eternal eightfold daily pastimes. Indeed, those who execute devotional service in the bank of Radhakund are most fortunate people of the universe. So next to the what is that? The total 11 verses, and now again the way we have seen progression for Radhakund. What is the progression for Radhakund as the best place? The hierarchy we saw. First is material world. Better than material world is spiritual world. Better than spiritual world is Vaikuntha is Mathura because Krishna took birth. Higher than Mathura is what is higher than Mathura? Is Vrindavan, the 12 forests of Vrindavan, because Krishna performed pastimes there, though he took birth there. Then higher than Vrindavan is Govardhan, because Krishna lifted Govardhan. Higher than Govardhan, and of course, Govardhan is a place of Radha and Krishna meeting also. Higher than Govardhan is Shamakund Radhakund, right? Then this verse, the hierarchy is about different bhaktas progression, First one is Vikarmi. First one is Vikarmi. Who is a Vikarmi? They want to enjoy the life. What they want to do? They want to enjoy the life. Fruity workers. Fruity worker means what? Fruit. Let me make money and go and enjoy. I have a question for all of you. What is the simplest way of telling enjoyment in this material world? We will answer.
I have lots of money, Prabhu.
Okay. Now, what are the different types of enjoyments? Simplest way.
Eating,
Free.
non-veg, and
That's it. Eating is one. Very good. What else?
Eating, sleeping, defending, and mating.
That's it. So, eating, mating, sleeping, and defending. And Krishna doesn't approve this. Pagan doesn't approve this. Vikarmis means act without knowledge. Materialist means they act without knowledge. Make money, build a 10-bedroom, build a 5-bedroom house and a 10-bedroom house and enjoy. What is enjoyment? Eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. Yes or no? So, Krishna has three energies. Krishna has three energies. What are the three energies? Bahiranga Shakti, Antaranga Shakti,
Marginal
and
energy.
Tatastha. Very good. So
Prabhuji,
Vishnu said, Ama,
how is defending enjoyment, Prabhuji?
how is defending enjoyment?
Yes.
Very nice question. If you do not lock your homes and keep all your money in the banks, keep all your jewelry, somebody may come and steal. That fear itself will take you away from enjoyment. But once you lock up all these things, once your password are secure, somebody else may take up your enjoyment and they try to enjoy. So in order to continue enjoyment, what you will do, you lock all your money. For tomorrow's enjoyment, you want money or not? So you want it. So what you will do, you'll defend it. You'll defend it by locking it up. You put. So then you'll take that money and you'll enjoy next day. You'll defend your children. Because to continue your happiness, you need all these things. That's the simplest thing I told you. You need money to enjoy tomorrow, yes or no? Eating, sleeping, mating. So you have to save that money. So you save it, you lock it. Or you put it in the bank and put a password there. So tomorrow you want to eat, sleep, mate, again, open and do it. So defending will support your other three things nicely. Understanding or not?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
So what is that? But Krishna and Bhagavatam, they don't approve this.
Number A,
Paravad.
will you do the code to Disney? And number B, can I have say a non-criminal?
Wow, interesting. Parabhavasthavadavabodha jato yavanna jigyasa atma tattvam. This verse given in Bhagavatam, if you're doing just eating, mating, sleeping, and defending, that's not good. There is no spiritual life, then hey, sir, Ma'am, you'll be next lifetime, you'll become animals, trees, and plants. Please. ऐसा मत करो. उठो. So, vikarmis are, that's why their life is condemned. You know, what is that? Indriya vriyate naktam babaya vaya diyachar daya rajan kutumba maranena va. You know, so daytime working, nighttime sleep and sense enjoyment. And maintaining family, they are karmis. And when there is no Krishna, they are vikarmis. What will happen? You know, sometimes people meet, they just talk about relatives. You know, that relative, this relative, this relative, that relative, that relative, this relative. You know, a person who serves the family means a person who serves the sense enjoyment of other family members, that person is considered good. But everyone is what? Oh, there is no Krishna at all. Their life is not secure. Nobody knows what happens. They're listening, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Then, so better than Vikarmi is Karmi. Karmi means what? Hey, just eating, mating, sleeping, defending, it's not good. You need spiritual life. Means, I will go to temple and I'll put $20 in the hundi. My Lord, give me that, give me this. You know, New Year is coming, we will perform fire sacrifice, yajna. And we give some donation. That way, Sukha Sampatti Karave, we can, you know, my Lord, please take care of my children, take care of my job, give me green card, give me citizenship. So, you have some Vedic knowledge. You are spiritual. You worship Devatas. But what is the problem with this? Your karmis means you go to temples. Because you have performed some piety, punya, you'll go to heavenly planets. But once once your punya is exhausted, you'll come back to earth. One time Devatas went to Matanga Rishi. Who? Which Rishi?
Matanga Rishi.
Matanga Rishi. And they told, Devatas told, so Matanga Rishi, we are very happy with you. You know, you can come back to heavens. Please come. We came to take you with us. Really? Oh, thank you. I have a question for you. What is there in heaven? Oh, really do not know what is there in heaven? No. Sir, the water is nectar. Then, you know, the bodies are not like gross bodies in the metal world. The food is there subtle too. You know, the body is subtle too. You can enjoy like anything. And there is no bad karma there. You can enjoy as long as you want to enjoy. He said, tell more. That's it. You come, you know, you'll have all these wonderful enjoyments. You know, at the end, Matanga Rishi said this after listening everything. How long will I stay there? He said, how long will I stay there? As long as your lifespan is over, you have to come back. Where? Metal world. Really? He said, then I don't want to come. You know, sometimes in the mentors, people in the up north, they go to Florida for 2-3 weeks. But once they come back, how do you feel? The cold appears colder. So likewise, if you go to heavenly planets and enjoy 10,000 years and come to earth, you want the same enjoyment, but it's not there. Then you'll do wrong things. He said, I don't want to come there at all. Take me to that place where I won't return. You're listening or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Understood or not? He said, I'll not come. I don't need. Even if I stay there 10 years, 20 years, again I have to come back and take human birth. Kshena punya martulokam vishantis. Why should I go to heavenly planets? I'll be addicted to the heavenly pleasures. Then I come to the material world, I suffer. I don't want to come. Tell me something. There is something permanent. And I don't need to come back. They said, we are all trying for that. What is that? Spiritual world. Krishna does not encourage us to go to heavenly planets, Haribol. Because if you keep on enjoying sense gratification, what happens? You know? Listening, right?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhu.
So the higher than karma is jnani. Knowledge. Come to the platform knowledge. Evana jignasa ta atma tattvam. Hey, you're not the body, spirit, soul. Really? I'm a spiritual. Wow. Then why did I get the body? Because of envy, because of the fruitive activities. Then what you should do? What should we do? Acquire knowledge. What should we do? Acquire knowledge. Okay, acquire knowledge. You read Bhagavad Gita. You read all the books. So the one problem with Jnani is they think, of course, what are the three aspects of God? There are different names. Who tells? Who will tell?
Bhagwan,
Huh?
Paramatma, Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan.
Amazing. That's it. So Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. So they think God is Brahman. What do they think? They think God is a Brahman. So Jnanis want to merge into God, you know. So the problem is, what is that? Uh, but then Jnani continues acquiring knowledge. Then he'll understand, hey, if you control your mind and senses, then you'll have a better life. Then he'll become an Ashtanga yogi. Then he'll understand God is not just Brahman, but Paramatma also. Then to attain Paramatma, you do sadhana, Ashtanga yoga sadhana. In that process, you will understand Paramatma also is an expansion of Bhagavan. Who is Bhagavan? Ishvaro Hari. Krishna is Bhagavan. Oh, really? If you attain Bhagavan, you attain Paramatma and you attain Brahman. Great. Then you will become a devotee. Then you will become a devotee. Bhakti yogi. So then you will become a devotee. Devotees are better than jnanis. Devotees are better than jnanis. And what are the 9 types of devotional service? We'll explain. 9 types of devotional service.
Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Archanam, Vandanam, Sevakam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam.
Iti Pumsarpita Vishnu, Bhaktischa Navalakshana. So whatever the Prabhuji said, Shravanam, listen about Krishna. Kirtanam, glorify Krishna. His Nam Rupa Guna Lila. Smaranam, remember Krishna. Padasevanam, visit the holy places, serve devotees. Archanam, puja, deity worship. Vandanam, offer prayers. Sakyam, friendship. Dasyam, servitorship. Atmanivedam, full surrender. So that is a devotee. But through Navyada Bhakti, what is the goal? Come to Bhava Bhakti. Sadhana Bhakti is two types. Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. And once you practice it, I have a question. Let us see. What is the goal of Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti? Where will they go?
To other Vaikuntha planets.
Vaikuntha planets. Dwarika.
Vaikuntha planets is right. And that's it.
Dwarika,
Huh?
Prabhuji.
That's it. When you practice Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, you'll go to Vaikuntha planets or Dwarka maximum. But if you practice Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti, what is the destination of Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti?
Goloka.
Exactly. Goloka Vrindavan. Thank you. So, the topmost devotees are the devotees they have developed after Bhava Bhakti is Prema Bhakti. You know, the pure devotees are Nardamani, Sanaka Sanandan, Sanatan. They are great, they're better than Jnanis, they're better than other Bhaktas, fantastic. But Gopis are better than Bhaktas. How? They are surrendered to Krishna. You know, they know very well how to satisfy Krishna. They don't expect anything from Krishna. They are surrendered to Krishna. They cannot forget Krishna. The topmost exalted devotees, they serve Krishna in a separation, vipralamba bhava. It's called a vipralamba bhava. And then what next? After gopis, the topmost of the gopis is Radharani. Highest of. So can you see the hierarchy, the progression? Karmi is better than Vikarmi, Jnani is better than Karmi, and Jnani who is liberated by the power of Jnana is better than Jnani, and Bhakta is better than liberated Jnani, and a devotee who has attained love of God through Bhakti process is better than a simple Bhakta, but gopis are better than a person who has attained love of God because they're fully surrendered to Krishna. And Radharani is the topmost gopi. You know, she is the one who exhibits Madanakya Mahabhavam. Nobody else can do that. No, she cannot be excelled because she is Krishna's Antaranga Shakti, internal potency. Even Krishna could not understand Radharani's bhakti. Krishna could not fathom, measure the depth of love of Radharani. But that Radharani has created Radha Kunda. That, you know, listening, right? So Radha Kunda is the topmost place. You know, Laghu Bhagavatamrita glorifies it. And if you take part once, you know, you'll attain the perfection of life. You'll come to know your spiritual form when you're ready. You know, when you're ready. The last one. You know. So the story, the Aristasur, I told that Aristasur story. But Radha Kund is there only for Radha Kund is a proprietorship. I mean, proprietary rights only by Gaudiya Vaishnavas. We are, I'm sorry. Can somebody read the translation here on the screen?
Of the many objects of favored delight, and of all the lovable damsels of Rajabhumi, Srimati Radharani is certainly the most treasured object of Krishna's love, and in every respect her divine Kunda is described by great sages as similarly dear to him. Undoubtedly Radha Kunda is very rarely attained, even by the great devotees. Therefore, it is even more difficult for ordinary devotees to attain. If one simply bathes once within those holy waters, one's pure love of Krishna is fully aroused.
That's it. So, Radharani is the topmost devotee. Just, let us go to dear, Radha Kund belongs to Radharani. She is the topmost devotee. Govinda Nandini Radha, Govinda Mohini, Govinda Sarvasva Sarvakanta Siromani. Govinda Nandini, she knows very well how to please Krishna. Govinda Mohini, she enchants Krishna. Govinda Sarvasva, she is the be-all and end-all of Krishna. Kanta Siromani, she is the crest jewel of all the ladies. She is as dear to Krishna as Radha herself, She's very dear to Krishna. Why? She is Antaranga Shakti. Actually, Krishna and Radha are non-different. Because she is internal. Antaranga Shakti, Ahladani Shakti, Swarup Shakti. What do you think? Then, who can serve Radha Kunda? Those interested to advance in in advanced devotional service. I really want to make progress. That person can go under serve Radha Kunda. And okay, actually all the acharyas in our sampradaya, they have their bhajana kutirs around Shamkund Radha Kunda. This is a very sacred place. Even every day, eightfold pastimes of Krishna and Radharani, they happen. Some happen in Radhakund actually. But if it is not for ordinary, if those interested in advanced devotional service, means what is that? Under Radharani, all the Sakhis come. Under Radharani, Sakhis, there are also varieties, Nitya Sakhi, Narama Sakhi, Priya Narama Sakhi, they're all there. Under them is Manjaris. Who is the topmost Manjari? Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami's spiritual form is a Rupa Manjari. Sanatana Goswami's spiritual form is a Lavanga Manjari. Ravinadas Goswami's spiritual form is a
Rati
Rati
Manjari.
Manjari.
That's it. Rati Manjari. So likewise, under the Sakhis Manjaris, under Manjaris, who is that? Upamanjaris. Under Manjaris are Upamanjaris. Actually, it is said, anyway, I don't, basically, under Radharani is Manjaris, sorry, Sakhis, under Sakhis Manjaris, under Manjaris is Upamanjaris, under Upamanjari, is all the all the devotees, us will come. Radharani, actually, what is the Brahmavartan Puran says, billion gopis are there under Radharani to serve Krishna. Specific number you want? I think it is around 630 to 50 million gopis, 650 million gopis. Wow, that many are there. So, Radhakund is for those people who are under the protection of Lord Chaitanya and those who want to go back to Godhead. But the problem is, the thing is, what is that you cannot take it for granted actually. Even Radhakund is not available to Sanak and Sanad, the Sanakas in the four Kumaras or Narada Muni. Radhakund is not available easily to everyone. Then you say Vrindavan is not we cannot go to Vrindavan by buying a ticket. Vrindavan is a state of consciousness. You have it, you have it. If you don't have it, you don't have it. So how do we serve Radhakund? Bathe as many times as you can. That's the best thing. Our second thing was to stay there and serve under the, basically, serve under the guidance of gopis, but you need to have access to them, first of all. So if you take bath as many times as you can, just by taking in bath,
Prabhuji, have a question?
1 minute. If you take bath as many times as you can, but only one answer is, last time I said this, what is that? If we need to take permission from spiritual master. And one time I asked Guru Prasad Maharaj, today is Radhakund appearance day. My Guru Maharaj is not here. Can you please give blessings? So I'll take bath. Then he said, one time we came to Prabhupada brought us in 1971-72. I think 71. And Prabhupada was not there. And his Americans saw this beautiful pond. What they did? They all started playing 5-6 hours in the waters. And Prabhupada said, where are these American boys and girls? Prabhupada, they went somewhere. Prabhupada was worried. They came. Prabhupada said, where are you? Prabhupada, we found a beautiful pond. We took nice bath. We played all the time. You know what Prabhupada said? You have ruined your bhakti. So many lifetimes you cannot go back. But because you do not know the glory of Radhakunda, you are forgiven. And Prabhupada actually told devotees not to take bath in 1 year actually. So Maharaj said this. He said, since then, 1970 till this day, I have not taken bath in Radhakunda. I'll just go and sprinkle little drops on my head. You want any other information? I said, no, Maharaj. So then I went and sprinkled little water on my head. That's it. So you see people taking bath. We don't know. They don't. People see be swimming coolly. They don't know. Similarly, we don't claim the mountain. We don't claim Govardhan. Some people may do that. But Lord Chaitanya's followers never, we don't step on we don't put our step on a Govardhan actually. So the point is, what is it? So when we take, basically do service. Sprinkle as many times as possible the water on your head. That's fine. Or with the Guru's blessings, you can take bath. 2002, as well as Sadhana Swami Maharaj gave permission. He said, no, not even one speck of material desire you should have in your mind when you're taking bath. I held my breath. Because if the breath changes, maybe mind will change. And I went inside in water, move 1, 2, 3. I came out in 3 seconds. I don't have any mental desire that time, in my mind when I took bath. So because this liquid love, even if you take one bath once or sprinkle water, if you're in contact with Radhakund once, you'll tell a spiritual form. You know? What is the question?
Haribol Prabhuji. So the question is, so you said that, you know, Vrindavan is a state of mind. So in the same way, can we serve Radha Kund with our state of consciousness without ever going physically?
Yes.
How do we do that,
Yes.
Prabhuji? Do we just think in devotion?
Nice question. You clean it up in your mind. There are so many people come and throw little flowers here. So just to take some instrument and take out all the flowers in the waters. You clean up the, what do you call, the edges, the steps. You broom the steps. You vacuum the steps, and just broom them. Yeah, you can do that in the mind, no doubt. What else?
Prabhuji, can you explain? I guess I'm a bit confused about, the sins of the people who don't know about Radha Kund and Govardhan Hill. Like, if they don't know, how can this be held against them, Prabhuji?
How can what?
How can the sin of stepping on Govardhan Hill or bathing in Radha Kund, if they don't know, how are they still tainted by the sin of doing that?
You don't worry about that. We don't know anything. So what? Basically, we shouldn't do that. 1 minute. We shouldn't do that. If somebody is doing, it is between them and Krishna. We have no idea what will happen to them. So rather than meditating what will happen to them, best thing is we make sure we don't ruin our bhakti. Clear?
Yes, Prabhuji. And one more question, if I may. So we can only bathe in Radha Kund if we have the blessing of Gurudev?
That's it. That's it.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you.
So what is that? Nectar of instruction is over. You will get one assignment, and next week you will get exam. Because then whatever you heard, they're fresh in the mind, and we are starting. What do you call the next one is Isopanishad. I should have finished Ishopanishad first, but nectar of instruction. Okay, that's not a problem. But so one assignment and one exam. Assignment you'll get it soon, and exam. How soon will you take exam? Should you do it next week, or you need some time?
Prabhuji, next week, a lot of the devotees from Oklahoma were going to Kirtan 50.
So you want to do in first week of August, January?
If that's okay, Prabhuji, I think that'll work better for us.
Prabhuji, can we do
Others,
second week? Because kids are home and a lot of things going on around. So,
second week of January?
yes, Prabhuji.
Second week of January is fine, actually. And second week of January is fine. Okay, Vancha Kalpadar. So we are starting Isopanishad. Anyone has any question or comment? Anyone wants this presentation? We can give that presentation actually. It's a nice presentation. If anyone wants it, I can send it. It's not a problem.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, you said that you will give us notes.
Prabhu, the book is self-explanatory, Prabhu.
Oh, okay.
Prabhu,
And
I look for this presentation.
Yes, Prabhuji, we will like to have the presentation if you can share it, please.
Presentation I can give, it's not a problem. And what is that? But second week of January, Sunday, you can write the exam, no problem. Vancha kalpatar Bishpapasandi Bishpatanam Pana Vaishnavan Anantakota Vaishnavan ki Jai Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. I'm ending now. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you.
Ruchi.
Thank you,